Put him in the reaction
first,
time.
We're going to go ahead and get one of our newer players. That's going to be Apollo Kage up to the mic. Come on through.
Come on, AK.
Do we have a second mic so Has don't got to leave? I feel like maybe. No?
What's good?
Howdy.
What up?
Hello,
What
hello.
up?
What's up,
Yeah,
buddy?
man. What's up, man?
Not
Your
much,
first
man.
summit. How you feeling?
Dude, I can't stop smiling. Like,
That's good. That's
I'm
a
just
wonderful feeling.
riding the high.
You were
Yeah,
saying,
just like,
you were saying last night that you were just sort of still taking it all in, right? Like it's a big
Yeah.
experience for you.
I just like, I need to play a lot. Need to play until my hands hurt. That's kind of what I'm here to do, type thing. So
I wanted to ask because like I talked about this before. It's kind of weird that like Snake hasn't been that common, really, in the top meta of Ultimate all that much. I mean, like you think he'd be higher with how good he is, and especially this late. I mean, we're talking Smash Ultimate Summit 6. How do you feel coming into this, knowing that the punish games are getting better? Snake's disadvantage is definitely his weakest point. Like how prepared do you feel to face, you know, the 15 other best players on the planet here?
honestly, I'm pretty stoked. Like, in a theoretical world where I didn't win any sets, like that's fine. It's one of those things where I have to lose a lot to learn. I have to like get body to body. So it's one of those things where I think Snake is broken enough to where he can like match the meta. Even though punish games are getting better, his punish game is broken. He's also a character that I think gets better in tournament, which isn't talked about enough because like avoiding grenades and friendlies and all that stuff, it can get pretty easy. But
Sure.
you get hit by one grenade in tournament and you take 70, it gets a little bit more nerve wracking. So it's like, I think he has the tools to keep up, and I'm gonna do my best to prove it, type thing.
All right,
Seeing
that's-
you die to grenades,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
at 200.
Like they're so effective, I'm killing myself. You know.
yeah,
Like,
yeah, exactly.
That's
yeah,
how
yeah.
crazy
That
grenades
character's
are in
crazy.
tournament.
Terrifying, terrifying.
As far as like, I mean, obviously Snake's going to be your go-to, but since we're getting into Squad Strike, do you have what are your other two characters, or do you want to keep it a secret until?
All right, so I got no secrets to hide here.
All
So
right.
I'll probably do Snake and like toxic Luigi, Steve stuff, like zero death characters. Like
Oh yeah, that Steve is
Big
actually disgustingly
yeah,
good.
yeah, yeah. I can do stuff with
That
it.
helped you win DreamHack. I remember that. It's very good.
So, I mean, it's like one of those things where I'm just like, I'll play Snake. He's like my main focus. I want to be better with him, and maybe I can touch a death people. Just grab them with one character, kill them, ideally.
Pretty good
So,
strategy.
Yeah.
A Cole's in the back, like, yeah, true. True. Luigi, and Steve. True.
Good working
Yeah.
for me.
Yeah.
I like it.
Like
All right, man.
Luigi was my favorite Nintendo character, and then I'm not very good at the zero death with him, so it's just like one of those things where I couldn't drop Snake when I picked him up the first month. I tried to drop him 4 times. Didn't work.
Wow.
Wow.
So I
Dang.
just like stuck it out with him.
So
That was, like,
character.
month 1.
Sure,
So,
sure.
yeah,
And then I guess the last question was like, who do you most want to play here?
Proto.
Oh,
Give me
damn.
Proto.
Woo! Jeez.
that was
fast.
I didn't even get to finish the question.
Dang.
I've been getting asked this for like a couple of weeks now. Give me Proto. I want to play him. Like,
All right.
Okay.
I'm so eager to play him. Even if I get decimated, it needs to happen. I need to figure out Min. I need to play against Lucina. Like, just give me Proto.
I like
right.
that a
Current
lot.
Summit champion.
Yeah, going right for the king. I like
There
it.
we go.
That's
Okay.
how you do it. Well, best of luck to you, AK. We
Thank
appreciate
Good luck,
you, bro.
AK.
Appreciate y'all.
W interview like that. Anyway,
Big time.
up next we are going to have another first timer, and that's going to be Karamba. Karamba, come up to the mic.
Super Mario.
My man
Super
Karams.
Mario.
Yo. So speaking of punish game, we got the master here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yo.
Dude kills at like 30 off an up air. How you feeling?
Very excited, actually. You know, like you guys said, it's my first time. And yeah, I just been pretty much enjoying my time the entire first day that I've been here. And yeah, very excited for the brackets, I would say.
Karama, I gotta say, like, I mean, this is going back to when you were going by the tag Prodigy. I remember, like, you were like campaigning, you really wanted to come to a summit, but you finally get into Ult 6. Like, do you feel like the pressure is gonna get to you? You feel like you're gonna just play it to the best
Oh,
of your
no.
standard?
I think the pressure was more so getting into here. But now that
Oh,
I'm here,
true.
like, I have no pressure, no expectations and stuff, like, what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Because, I already showed that, like, I deserve to be here.
100%, 100%.
That's all I can really prove now. And
Yeah.
just keep playing my game.
I love it.
I mean, I feel like that's a lot echoed by a lot of the players here. It's like, like obviously you want to play as well as you can, but like
Yeah.
being here already is an honor in itself.
Yeah.
So it's like, at this point in time, you just want good games.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Got that. So, as far as who you would like to play, I guess like on the rest of the list, who are someone you're like looking forward to playing, or someone that you just want to play that is already here, be it friendlies or tournament.
I would say in tournament, I want to play Tweak, mainly because losing to him at port kind of like made me feel some emotions.
He said, "Give me that run
And,
back."
yeah, I just want the run back. I guess another player I would want to play is Akola. Mainly also because Yeah, the first time I lost to him, but I didn't feel like I was that behind, like in terms of like skill level. So I think I could definitely like take him on.
Yeah, for that. I mean, it was definitely some close games. So
Yeah,
It's
for sure.
impressive to get this far in a meta with Mario, where it's like you have Steve who does whatever he wants, Fighter Pass 2 characters who like Kazuya can just fight you directly. Swords are so prevalent, and you're still like sticking out with Mario, who hits like right in front of him.
Yeah,
He's so
I
stealthy.
definitely think Mario's like one of the hardest characters to play in this meta. Yep. Mainly because literally any character that's like kind of relevant, he just like straight up loses to.
Yeah.
Like Mario Kazuya is really bad. Mario Steve's kind of bad. Like just a lot of like DLC, and then anybody that can really like wall out Mario is like just really good.
I think that's what like makes your like sets your Mario apart so well, though, because I feel like you're talking about punish game, but I always say like you can find a forward air anywhere. I've seen you do like back air forward air run off or back air run off forward airs. I've seen like up air forward air, just all kind of stuff. So it always seems like that's what's like really keeping you like above. It's like you may not get every opportunity, but every opportunity that you do get, you make the most of it. So
Yeah, that's kind of like how I wanted my advantage state to be in the first place. Just looking for openings, because Mario looking for openings is already pretty much hard by itself, because it's kind of like a rinse and repeat of what he does, but just looking for more ways to find those openings to be able to kill off one hit. It's just something that like I've been working on. Because I just can't do the same option every time, because it's just gonna get walled out, like I said.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think anybody's going to disagree. You have some of the best creativity and the most consistent punish game and combos that we've seen in the game. So best of luck to you, man. Looking to see what you do in the
I
bracket.
appreciate it. Thank
Good
you.
luck.
Hell yeah.
Good luck.
all right, man. Yeah, that's gonna be Karama right there. So big shout out to another one of our first timers. Then our last first timer. Biggest guy in the room for sure at any tournament. It's gonna be Big D.
Just see the way he like was ready to get out. He's like, I want to make sure people see this.
What up, man?
Hey.
Big D, come pulling up. You got your first summit as well, man. How you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good. A little out of place. Everyone here feels like a veteran. I talk to people. They're like, "Oh yeah, it's your first time." Shout out to the 6-timers.
That would be kind of crazy,
I'd
by the way,
imagine, I'd
about John
imagine
McClane.
you're kind of a veteran too. I mean, you've been around for a long time, dude.
I have,
Veteran
yeah.
player for sure.
Yeah, for
veteran
sure.
player. Yeah.
Yeah, man. But like, you're bringing in a new flavor right here of ICs. We don't get to see too much of that. I mean, how does it feel to be the only person really like navigating this character, this type of success?
I mean, I personally think there's other good ones. Maybe they had more opportunities, but it feels fun. It's really cool. It's kind of cool to see like anytime there's a challenge, there's not really anyone to say like, oh, that person hasn't done it or can't do it or has done it. So it's kind of like up to you to be like, all right, I got to figure this one out.
Paving the way.
Yeah, paving
Sure.
the way a little bit.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
what I'm curious about, because like we said, you're a veteran of the game. You've been playing this forever. And when we were, HBox said that you and Riddle specifically were playing like on another level. You guys were doing amazing, leveled up so much. So what do you think is the differentiator that keeps you so competitive now? I mean, you're 33. You've been in the game forever. What makes you still able to hang with some of these? Like the new prodigies are like 16, 17 years old, right? Like, how are you able to hang with these kids?
They don't know Ice Climbers.
Okay.
Got it.
It's,
No, good answer. Good
I was
answer.
in
Yeah.
Eugene, right? And there was like some scary players, and it's like reaction time's great. They know all this stuff, and they didn't know Ice Climbers.
But you're
And
can't
then they
just
try to
be
match
matchup,
up.
bro.
you're teaching them, aren't you?
Yeah, it can't just be
it's
matchup.
true.
Like,
No, it's. I think the biggest change for me personally was like, all right, it's not Ice Climbers, it's me. Ever since I had that mentality, just like
I love that,
it
because you
goes,
can
yeah.
sit down, play friendlies with people. They can try and learn the matchup, and you're still like, I'm just going to beat your ass in tournaments. So doesn't really that kind of mentality caters well to
Yeah,
you.
you got a good mentality, and you're a nice guy. Because I promise you, if no one knew my character,
I'm in the cut.
I was like, I'll see you in tournament.
I don't know you, little bro.
Yes, sir.
gonna have to start flying out of different ices because I'm not playing you. No.
And it's so sick because you played Ice Climbers in Brawl as well. So
Yeah, that's
it's
correct.
really cool to see. I used to watch your Ice Climbers in Brawl. Even in the beginning of Smash 4, watching your DDD was really sick. Obviously, the character had a bunch of limitations. You moved on to other characters. But it's so cool to see that your main came back in Ultimate and you're able to play Ice Climbers and just take them on to such a high degree. How do you feel in terms of, like, I feel like this meta is so punish. It's like the punish game is such a big cornerstone of the meta. And I feel like you push that really hard with your character, right?
I don't know how much I push it. I think other ICs can probably hit harder than me. I think Ice Climbers just in general have a large punish game.
Right.
But No, I agree. It's like that's kind of a big thing that kind of lets me keep up in today's meta is ICs can punish hard, and if sometimes ICs get punished really hard themselves, but like for example, big combo characters like Luigi or even Kazuya, right? They start their combos, and it's kind of harder to do on ICs sometimes.
Right.
So that also kind of lets them keep up with the punish meta.
The defensive aspect, right? Just because when you hit Popo, then you hit Nana afterwards, and then the hit stun and all that stuff. So it definitely is very different defensively. And even when someone tries to I notice there's a lot of times you'll shield, and it's like, oh, okay, come dash grab me. I dare you to dash grab me. So just Ice Climbers has so much niche things in terms of offense with the desyncs, and then also defensively, which I see you abuse a lot, which is really fun to watch.
Yeah. And
So
then,
last quick question. I was just gonna ask who you want to play.
Oh, it's got to be MKLeo. He's been the
sword
the
guy?
GOAT since the beginning, right? The guy to aspire, the guy to beat. I have a lot of he plays a few different characters, but I have like really high level character reps of like Joker, Byleth, Aegis, right? And I think it'd be like the ultimate test, like the ultimate like what it would mean a lot to play Leo.
I like it. I think you're up for the test too, man. So good luck to you.
All right, thank you.
Good luck.
all right.
Good luck. Good luck.
Yeah, man, that's gonna be Big D again, bringing that new flavor of Ices here to Summit 6. Not a character we get to see a lot, and not a character we've ever seen at Summit. But
Nah,
here
it's
we are.
crazy.
And so, moving on, we are going to have one of our previous Summit champions, my man, coming back and really showing up this time around. It's going to be my man, FaZe Clan Spargo. Spargo, how you doing, my boy?
I'm doing pretty good.
Oh yeah, that's love to hear it, man. So how you feeling about this Summit right now, man? How you feel about your play?
I've been feeling very confident because I feel like I've been playing way better since last Summit. I feel like I've improved a lot, so I feel pretty confident.
That's terrifying. You feel like you improved a lot?
Yeah.
Look at your player cards first across the board. What the hell?
That's a lot of ones. That is a lot of
There's
ones.
been an argument for number one. I remember Leo saying at a previous summit that you could be, number one in the world soon. Do you still feel that kind of pressure on you, or is it something that because you've clearly lived up to it, right? You can.
I wouldn't call it pressure, but it's just like I just want to keep playing, and my goal is to be the best. But I don't feel like any pressure. But I feel like I'm just gonna keep playing. If it happens, it's gonna happen.
I've heard you described as like an android. People say it's like almost impossible to land against you, right? Like you have such a aura and clout around your name, right? So for you, maybe it's not pressure, but expectations to constantly like make sure people understand like I'm really that dude.
I mean, yeah, there's a lot of expectations like around me because everyone all the time tells me like. You're gonna be one day the best in the world. Someday you're gonna be better than Leo, and it's like, and I sometimes wonder like is it really gonna happen? But it only depends on me. Like it's not a thing of if it's gonna happen on a matter of time. It's only gonna happen if I can make it happen. So I'm just gonna try to keep improving, because I also took a break, and I feel like my level went a lot. It went down, and I feel like it took like some time to get where I was before my break. But I feel like right now I'm way better than before my break.
Yeah, because you ended your break at the last summit, did pretty well as well. Now you're here back after all that, polishing and getting back to that level, probably exceeding that as well. So I think anybody who goes against you is gonna have a rough time.
Yeah, all right, man. I mean, like that. I feel like obviously, I always like hearing people actually go on break. Kind of reset the chakras. You kind of come back. You look at the game a little differently and stuff like that. So I'm glad to see you're back though, obviously, and doing well. But got the same question for you, man. Who are you excited to play? I mean, I'm sure you've been here to many summits, but like, do you have someone that you're excited to play this summit specifically?
Proto.
Proto?
He's the player that I'm looking forward to play the most.
Man.
Because I really feel like he has a lot of potential. Like, in my opinion, I feel like he's top 5 in the world, skill-wise. And last summit I lost to him. It was a pretty close set, so I'm looking forward to the run back.
Woo, love that.
Definitely.
Let's go.
People looking for Proto.
Proto got bounties on his
Yeah,
head.
he got the bounties,
When
bro.
you win a
Yeah.
summit, they got coming for you,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
Especially last one. So, all right, good stuff, Spargo. Appreciate it.
Thanks for talking with
The
us.
homie.
Yep. Good luck. Good luck.
Great kid.
So yeah, that's gonna be. I mean, Proto, man, they gunning for him right
I'm
now. I'm hoping he don't crack under pressure because yeah, he is one of. I could see it. I could definitely see the argument for the top 5. But before we get to Proto, man, we got a couple more players to talk to, and that's gonna be one of the guys from the French Dimension. Actually, the leader of the French Dimension.
True.
The
Gluto.
hottest DK in the room. Best DK player in the room. What's going on, Gluto?
Good, and you?
Good. So how you feeling, man? There's a different element for you, right? Because we got jet lag. You're all the way over here in the U.S. You're so far. How are you been playing?
Good. Like I'm kind of used to jet lag now. I know how to deal with it. I know when I need to sleep. I know when I need to eat. I know that even if I wake up at 4 a.m., I need to force myself to sleep again until like at least 7. So yeah, it's better than before. I don't feel that much jet lag, at least now.
It's funny you said that because I know you're rooming with Tweak. He said he went in the room, unpacked everything, watched a couple episodes of Netflix, was just moving all around. And you didn't budge at all.
Yeah,
Like, you were
yeah.
just a rock.
Nah, I was dead. Like I needed to sleep.
Oh man! All right. Well, one of the questions I actually have for you is it's more of a like a, I guess out of the game question, but it's like we have. I've heard of this issue that you've wanted to have. Sometimes your hands get a little tired and stuff. Have you been like deciding to play less friendlies because of that? Because I feel like in my head I'm like, bro, you out friendly like all day every day, and I think that like also takes a toll on your hands. And then I think by the time you get in the tournament, like you're tired.
Yeah, but no, I just need
Keep
to
going.
deal with it. I know when I need to stop, of course. I need just breaks sometimes. But recently it got better, so
Nice.
so yeah. I just learn how to deal with it. I learn how to do exercise with the hands and stuff like that. So it's getting better. But sometimes it can randomly come and be very hard, even if I didn't play. So,
Man. That's
but this
rough.
time is right now is fine. So.
Yeah, well, I'm glad that you found some, some ways to kind of like cope
Yeah.
with it though. That's nice.
Yeah, it's always the same. It's like you have an issue. You have to understand what is the issue. You have to understand how to deal with it and find solution about it. And it's like that every time. Like if it's playing in Europe is an issue because you can't play against very good players as much as here. So you have to find solution. The jet lag's the same. You have to find solution about it. Sometimes it's like mental stuff with people's expectation. You need to understand and find solution about it. It's just a matter of understanding everything and finding solution about everything.
That boy hit me with a therapy lesson, bro.
I'm saying. How much do we owe you?
I'm different.
Yeah.
I've changed. All right, Gluto, last question. Who are you looking forward to playing, bro?
Everyone that beat me last time.
Hell
So
yeah.
Mutace, Riddles. I wanted Sonics too, but he's not there. Yeah, and also the matchup that I don't practice that much, like Big D. I really want to play with him more
Ooh, that'll be
to
interesting.
understand how it works. Like
Oh,
this,
yeah, I wonder
these
what
weird
that's
characters.
like.
Yeah,
Because
I
like
saw
climbers.
it should be like I don't know, like in your brain you're like, oh, that sucks for Wario because like you gotta go in, but
Yeah.
like if you separate them,
Yeah, but the thing is, like,
Oh,
it's
Big
hard
D
to
shaking his
separate
head,
them
no.
because every time I touch him, I get reversed for it.
yeah.
So it's very hard. At low percent, it's very, very hard. At tumbled percent, it becomes to be way easier because then I can separate. I will not get reversed when I hit him. But at low percent, it's so hard.
It's tragic.
If
yeah.
I win, I lose. So it's
How do you
kinda
neutral
weird.
air ice climbers on the ground,
Yeah,
like
okay.
both at 0?
That's
It's
the
not-
Wario life, man.
Yeah.
They're not fully connecting.
Yeah,
like a
I
bunch
bet
of
it's
other
even
things can just
worse.
go wrong at low percents. It's like, oh, well, I want neutral and I'm getting combo to 50.
Exactly.
So.
But I think Bike is also really good in this matchup. Like I'm using Bike so much more than before in a lot of matchups.
Nice,
I
nice.
think it's the new meta, and it's just the beginning. Like I feel Wario meta is just beginning.
Ooh.
Like there's so much things to
like
improve
that.
on this character. I feel it's infinite, and coming here helps me a lot for this. Helped me a lot for a lot of matchups, a lot of situations that I'm not used to. I can understand how people react to the bike too, because I need to play around it. How mid-level players play around it, how high-level players play around it, how top players play around it, and I have to play around the way they play around. So yeah,
Layers to this thing. I like that a lot. Gluto, appreciate you as always, man. Thank you.
yeah.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Gluto.
Man, good luck.
Thanks.
Amen.
How many summits is Gluto? How many summits have you been to?
4?
I think all of them
Four?
except the one where I couldn't because of COVID.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha.
okay.
You missed
Okay.
one.
Yeah.
I missed
Okay.
one or two.
I was gonna
Got
say
it.
because I feel like he's been.
Yeah,
at
he's
all
been
of
kind of a
these, yeah.
mainstay for
He is
sure.
great,
Yeah,
yeah.
for sure.
I mean, it makes sense. I mean, like obviously Gluto's been like almost every time he's come to America, he's placed quite well.
He's great. Yeah.
So yeah, definitely makes sense. But speaking of another person who's been placed quite well in America, it's going to be my man Acola pulling up to the mic. I'm going to say to the sticks. I mean, he's got the sticks on him probably, but to the mic.
Keep that stick
Yeah,
on.
keep,
him.
keep that.
Watch, my man, watch. What up, watch? What's up, Acola?
Hey. Just always ready for it though. All right, man. Acola, how you doing?
調子どうですかつって。
私はいい。
Yeah, he's very, very good. Good, okay.
All right, nice. So, what is he looking forward to most out of the tournament right now?
今回の大会で、なんだろう、期待してることとかやりたいこととか、なんか意識してることとかあれば。
まあ、結構試合中落ち着くことが 意識したいなって思ってます。
Well, he wants to get patience through this tournament. Recently, he get too excited or like get emotional very much. So he wants to get today's tournament is to be patient. Is his goal.
Yeah, that's one thing I notice in Akola's play is when he's very patient, playing to the textbook plays, right? Going back, mining, and just playing defensively, he's so strong. But your offense is also extremely strong. So I feel like it's hard for him to balance the two. How does he balance between offense and defense? Because I feel like his offense, again, is so strong. But I feel like when I see Akola play at his best is when he's playing defensive.
そうアコラ君もちろんそのスティーブの基礎的な部分から防御特に防御その落ち着きだとかペーシェントみたいなところがすごくうまくしそこはなんか他のスティーブ使いにもあるんだけど特にアコラ君はすごい攻撃面がすごいうまいと思っていてでそこのバランスってすごい両立するのが難しいと思っててでなんか特に今は攻撃の印象がすごい強いと思うんだけどそこのバランスとかでどういう風にコントロール意識というかなんか自分の中でなんか基準にしてるものとかあったりしますか
Yeah. あんまりっていうか、近づいてから落ち着いたりとか、そういうのは意識して、で対戦相手が攻めて強かったらうまく引いてみたいな。まあ、自分の行動パターンをはっきりさせて戦うっていうのは意識してます最近。
So he's trying to focus. It actually depends on the opponent very much, but not just that one. So he has like a specific like strategy that he has. Like when it's like a really close game, he has to focus on really offensive. But if he like while offensive, if he figure out that the opponent is really offensive, he try to be patient and defensive. So he change it. So he makes like a one rule on himself, and he's trying to balance according to that, like his strategies things.
I was glad you brought that up because like I feel like you could see Akola play, and then like there's like a shift, and you can kind of see like almost a panic mode where he'll just start like it's just crazy, no resources, just throwing stuff out. But like it's calculated, and it might be something like you said, just going really aggressive. So. So my question was, and I don't want you to hold back at all. Please be as honest as possible. What are your thoughts about the discussion right now about Steve, PMLG, Steve? You know what you think he should be? Because I hear it's different from like over here. It's that like Japan doesn't think he's a problem. So I'm just curious.
まあなんかちょっと興味で最近アメリカの方でスティーブに関してのルールみたいなのあるんだけども個人的になんかそれについてなんか意見とかあったらまあなんか興味で聞いてみたいからなんか特になければ
まああんまりまあ実用性は多分あるかもしれないけどなんかちょっと操作難しいしだから使いにくいしまあでもそれをなんか使わないことで使えよみたいなバグを使えよみたいなそういうのを強要させられるのはちょっと嫌だなとは思います。
So he personally thinks about that technique is like I think it's actually useful I think himself but it's too difficult to use it on wild matches is his opinion and he personally doesn't think going to use that or on his match because of that difficulty and other things but he more cares about like if other people says him pressuring why don't you use that it's so strong why you're not using that kind of pressure hurts him sometimes so he's more caring about those kind of things also like not just him like other players too so other people's like pressure makes occurs a lot of people so he more cares about not that's useful or unuseful more caring about like the players is okay or not.
Man, that's great. What a nice young man. Like, what a straight up nice young man. But tell him at the end of the day, people over here just soft, okay? And just keep doing what he does. Let him know that right now. Tell him.
This is right there.
君のこと好きだから、そう強さ求めていつも通り対戦してくれるのを楽しみにしてます。
Get the W, Akola. Let's go.
All right, man. So obviously, last question, man. Who's he the most excited to play here?
今回の大会で一番対戦したい人誰ですか？
ミュート。
Mute Ace.
Oh, okay. Mute Ace did beat him the last two times. Hold on now.
Yeah.
He did beat him last two times.
Mute Ace is the Steve Slayer, bro. I don't know how he does it. He's very good against Steve.
Very good at that
Steve
matchup.
Whisper.
Yeah.
That's Mr. Last Hit, bro.
Like actually,
you,
bro.
Gets the job done.
Can't finish him in the scramble, bro. But thank you again, Cola, for the quick interview. Yeah.
And good luck.
Good luck. Good luck.
Thank you.
All right, man. So we're gonna
Super
watch.
good kid.
Still sitting around though, because we have to interview our other Japanese player. That's going to be Proto Banham, our last Summit's champion.
The champ.
That's our guy.
Big Proto, where you at, man?
Is he not here?
Proto?
He's here.
Proto? Okay, cool.
Oh, he's playing friendlies. That's how you know somebody wants to defend the throne.
Yeah, yeah.
Our
Oh, dude.
intros, we still playing friendlies.
Dude, so we were filming a skit yesterday, and they're like, all right, let me go get Proto. And Zane was like, all right, okay, well, he's still playing friendlies. We'll go film the skit after he's done. And he played like 3 more games. And Pega was just standing behind him like,
what
just
do I
waiting.
do here?
Yeah, it was so funny. It was so funny.
We
But
got him.
He's trying to play, and we
Yep.
got him right here.
Nice.
Proto Bantam, previous Summit champion.
Where were you at,
と
brother?
いうわけで前回のチャンピオン
はい
ということで、こちらマイクです。はい、ようこそということで、
どうも。
はい。
Hey, what's up, Proto?
Hello.
How are you feeling? I mean, I asked this about Gluto. Are you feeling good? I mean, there's jet lag. How are you? Are you accustomed to the environment? How are you feeling right now?
時差ボケとかなんかそこら辺とか、まあ気持ちというか、
That's
モチベーション
W.
とか
That's
どうで
the
すか
W,
今
bro. Look at that.
調子はどうですか
Champion.
調子眠いです。
He said he's a bit sleepy right now.
Sure.
あ
Well, you don't have to
okay.
play real matches for a bit.
What,
so.
what does he think his odds are of defending his title and winning back-to-back summits?
今回多分、防衛王者として防衛戦になると思うんですけど、
はいはい
それについて何かありますか？
なんかそうですね。いやまあ死に物ぐらいでみんな取りに行くんですけど、まあそれをまあそれを振り払って勝てるよう頑張ります。
So I think everyone try their best and like probably they prepare for this tournament, but I'll do my best to do more than that and win the tournament as much as he can. He'll do his best on today's tournament.
Yeah.
Does he feel like he's playing like he's improved over the time between Ultimate Summit 5 and now?
前回のトーナメントよりもなんかその実力つけれたとか、なんか前よりも強くなったみたいなところありますか？なんか自信というか。
自信はありますね。特にミンミンがなんか前より上手くなったと思うんで、まあそれをまた見せれたらなと思ってます。
Yeah, definitely he thinks he improved than the last tournament, especially the Menmen. He thinks that his Menmen is power up this time, so I would be happy if I could show how it power up on this tournament.
Nice.
I was curious about that because, I mean, it's been famously noted the switch back and forth between Min Min and Lucina, very different play styles, keeping people off their guard. But I feel like winning with Min Min has probably put a really big target on your back, just from, people have seen what it can do now. Do you think you'll be able to keep up, I mean, with everybody here?
まあなんか実際そのメンメンとルキナって結構違うタイプのファイターを使ってこう入れ替えて対戦していくのってすごい大変だと思うんですけども、まあなんかそこの中で特にメンメンは結構最近になってそのキャラクターのメタとかで解析されてたその相手も対応してきてると思うんですけども、まあ現時点でもう全然そこを超えてもっとやっていける自信ありますか？その上でのなんかパワーアップって感じですかね。
そうですね。もちろんそのつもりで。まあそれができないと多分まあここに勝てないと思っているのでなんでそれはまあ承知の上で頑張ってます。
Yeah, he thinks like the meta is changing and probably some people figuring out or preparing for that character, but you could say on other characters too. So everyone should like prepare. If you can't do that, probably he doesn't think you could win the tournament. So I do have the confidence that I prepared for today's tournament. So yeah, he has confidence.
So for me, I have a question. So there's a handful of players or Japanese players that are very successful on American soil. Mainly when I think about it, it's Proto, T, Akola. Those 3 players are very successful when competing in the U.S. And other Japanese players, I feel like they might get a little tripped up because the environment is so different from competing in Japan. And Proto is a player that has won not only a summit, which is an invitational style on U.S. soil, but also Double Down, which has like a crowd and stuff like that. I'm very curious how he prepares himself for competing in so many different environments and also find success.
その実際この海外の大会日本人の選手が参加してすごい活躍している選手たくさんいると思うんです。例えばまあバナムさんとかアコーラ君とか T さんとかいると思うんですけども、実際その環境とかメタとかが日本と海外で違ってそれで勝つのって結構違うことだと思うんですよ。で他の選手も来たけれどもやっぱりその時差ボケだったりだとかそういうのでちょっと苦戦してうまく活躍できないことがある場合がたまにあるんですけど、なんか何を意識することでなんかこの大会で活躍というかなんかそのなんだろうな海外大会で勝つためになんか考えていることとかなんかそういうものがあったりしますか？なんか何によって勝ててると思いますか？
まあやっぱ一番は時差ボケですかね。やっぱり最初に来た海外の選手海外に来た時ってまあやっぱりまず時差ボケとスピードなんですけど、まあ2つだと思ってて、で時差ボケに関してはもう本当に我慢して起きてもうこっちのリズムにも強制的に合わせるっていうまあ気持ちがないと無理だなと眠いけど頑張って起きないといけないとそういう時期が多くて、まあそれがまず意識してて、まあ今回はそれをやってきました。で2個目がまあスピードに関してで、まあ、やっぱり海外大会行った時にやっぱり速すぎて追いつけないみたいなことが頻発に多くて、まあそれでまあ初登板の面々も最初ボコボコにされたんですけど、確かミュート S とコーラだったと思うんですけどにボコボコにされて、やっぱ速さなんだってことで、まあ日本に帰って速さを追求して、でそれで、2回目の SWT だったかなだったと思うんですけど、 SWT のその次かなの海外大会で、まあ、ぜひメンメンが活躍したのを見て、やっぱりスピードを鳴らすのが大事っていうのはやっぱ思った。まあその2個が多分できてないと勝てないのかなと思ってます。
So he thinks there's like a really important 2 points to win in the overseas tournaments. He thinks one is the jet lag things. It's really hard. The first time you came and prepare for the jet lag is really hard. So he figured out how to take care for the daily, time controlling things. Like even if you're tired or like sleepy, you have to wake up sometimes. And he figured out how to wake up or those kind of things. So today he's a bit sleepy, but his jet lag is okay. So and the second is the meta things. He especially thinks the speed is different in overseas tournaments. So probably all the Japanese player when first time came will be surprised the speed difference of the speed.
I see,
so
I
it's
see.
really difficult to prepare to fighting on those speed meta game things. So in first time he came, his movement didn't work like against like Cola or Mute Ace.
Oh, yeah,
Because it was so speedy and different. So after that he prepared go back to Japan and focus on the speed game things very much. And then after around it was like stability or some around that timing, he finally figured out the fight with the speed character by using Memmen, and his Memmen like improved a lot and he win tournaments, start winning. So probably those two things is the big point of difference or like how to win in overseas. He personally thinks.
Oh, nice.
Dude, one, thank you, Proto, for that answer. And two, watch, shouts to you for that memory, bro.
I don't know how you do
like,
that.
that's insanity,
I don't know
right?
how you do that.
I hope it's
No, you were.
right. I hope
That's
it's
You're doing great.
You
Mark.
could just lie. You could, we don't know.
all right, man. Then the last question, obviously, is like, who's he most excited to play?
今回の大会で一番対戦したいのは誰ですか？
一番対戦したい、トーナメントですか？
トーナメント、tournament or like
Tournament.
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 トーナメントで。
やっぱスパーゴですね。
Oh, Sparkle.
Okay,
yeah,
sure. All right. Well, thank you.
That'll be a
Thank you.
banger
Good
set
luck.
if they get there. Oh, yeah.
Min
100%.
Cloud is mad fun. You remember the sets that they had?
Yeah.
I remember specifically that one edge guard. That was
Sheath
such a
Yeah.
frustrating matchup.
Yeah, that was dope.
Yeah.
All right, man. So we got to get some things jumping by about 11. So we're gonna start rapid fire some
true.
of these
Let's do it quick.
questions, which means. Sorry, brother. We were trying to,
No, like it's fine.
was like,
It's
just,
my
just ask
fault.
him real
I'm
quick.
sorry.
How you
Don't
feeling?
worry,
All right, get out.
Don't apologize. That was like
Actually,
a tweet talk question.
so
Good.
I want to
like
talk.
this.
So I think
It's your
you
fault.
are, if not the best, then like top 3 in the world in last hit. How are you so good at that? You just don't die. Like you'll live to like 150 on Peach and you just don't die.
Mr. Last Hit.
What's going on, Mr. Last Hit?
Talk to
I
us.
don't know. I just have this, like, people always talk about it. It's like, oh, you have this will to live. Like, I just really don't want to die. I don't know. I just don't want to let people near me.
That's fair.
It's weird because like it's only the last stock. Like the other stocks like go on like normal, but then the last stock like something shifts and it's like the float spacing and the way that you play is just I don't know
It's 'cause
self-preservation
usually-
instinct. I don't know.
It's because usually, like, Peach isn't that scary because like my kill power is not that high. Like you see me banging at people across like the entire stage at 170. But like when they're finally on their last stock, they're like kind of worried about what's gonna happen at that point, and then they actually just die.
How the hands feeling today?
It's not great, but we're gonna hope for a natural recovery in a little bit.
All right.
You got fun modes.
I probably shouldn't have played yesterday.
Oh no. The friendly's wearing them out.
Oh, you know, I mean, everybody's talking about the gameplay. I got a question about Sunday, the finals day, man. What's that drip gonna be looking like? Cause you be showing up for these photo shoots.
Oh,
people don't realize that.
Yeah, I took that coat for the photo, but I could wear that too.
Drip, come on.
That's the secret code.
You know the vibes. Stop playing with me. You know the vibes.
All right, then obviously, you know, real quick, just last question, man. Like, who are you most excited to play just throughout Summit? It can be
I
both
want to
tournament
play
and
Big
whatever.
D because the last time I played him was like a couple years ago, and like I knew nothing about Peach Ices, and I got like walked. So like I wanna like I think I figured something out, so I wanna try it again because I think I can take him this time.
I wonder how Peach Ices works in this game, because historically Peach has been like an answer for Ices in every game, like even like
It's-
Brawl where she
it's
was
funny
really
because
good,
everyone was like, "Oh yeah, go watch Brawl," and then I go watch Brawl, and I'm watching Key versus like
Don't do that.
someone.
No, it's not gonna help.
And then they're just down airing, and I'm like,
It's literally Dare.
It doesn't work like that. It just doesn't work like that.
Very different
Or I
characters.
watched like Melee, and I watched them like do a float cancel plus on shield and then down smash, and then they just fly away. I'm like, that's not how
That
it
doesn't
works.
work.
That's the dream. That's the dream.
And then I was playing, and I was just like, everyone's like, oh, just down air and do this. I'm just like, I do anything, and they just flick their shield. Everything gets parried. They have 2 shields, and they just nothing works.
You just gotta like
die.
turn up and pray. Just please let this hit.
Just die. I don't know. But I'll find the way. I know the way to do it.
All right.
Certainly
Good luck.
believe in you.
Good
Yeah,
luck,
best
good
of
luck.
luck to you, Mute. Appreciate you always.
Looking forward to the matches.
I mean, yeah, definitely. I always like watching Peach go crazy. So up next, though, we got another person I like watching going crazy. My man Aaron. Aaron
I
back
think
in the building.
The first guy to get in through voting twice.
True.
Is that correct?
Legendary
There he
status.
is.
Also, we broke a record with the first summit, but you know this one was a little bit easier to exploit. So
Got him.
yeah, I just never said that. Oh no, I did say that. Oh, they're not showing the picture. Okay, whatever. You see it later. What's up?
How you doing, man? How you feeling? How you feeling for this tournament?
Yeah, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling really ready. I feel like I'm the kind of player that can like just always beat anyone. I don't know if that's like the general opinion, but like that's how I feel. Kind of a wild card. And I just feel like, you know, I've been playing for like 8-9 years under the radar. Used to go by Dyer. A lot of people still don't know that.
I remember the Dire days.
Yep.
But
Not to be confused with that gym.
true.
Okay.
He's definitely not on fire.
He was like,
But I'm just ready. I don't know if Danny can win.
I would say, like, I think you know, you obviously had, I felt like a couple of naysayers in the last one, and you played pretty well. So, like, you
Top
know,
8. You know, no
So,
big
like,
deal.
how you feeling about, like, I mean, like, do you feel like, you know, you're ready to top 8 again here at Ultimate Summit 6?
Yeah, absolutely. I think I'm ready to win. I think any
Ooh,
tournament
let's
I
go.
enter,
Okay.
I can win for sure.
Yeah.
It's just like a matter of like, you know, my character's really difficult, and like sometimes I don't remember a lot of the things about Diddy, which is it's all me, right? It's all my fault. Like when I lose, it's definitely because like I didn't do something. But you know, that being said, I know what it takes to beat anyone, and I feel like I've proven that. So I'm ready. You know, seriously.
Definitely agree with the wild card assessment. Feels like anybody you go up against in the room might be in for a huge shock if they're not prepared.
Thank you.
So final question: who you want to play?
Akola.
Yeah.
Ooh,
okay.
Akola. All right.
I want
all
to
right.
play Akola. I think he's really, really good. And I also think I'm pretty good at the Steve matchup, and I think it's like really underexplored. Like, Steve is definitely really broken. Don't get me wrong. Super dumb character, but like not ban worthy, not at all. And like the people crying for that just need to learn, dude. You just literally need to learn the matchup. Kazuya's way worse.
All right.
Another thing I'd like to add is I'm sorry you couldn't be here, Light. That's really unfortunate. As the only Moist player, I'll try to represent the org as best as I can, but really wish you were here. Unlucky. And thank you to my stream for voting me in again. I really appreciate my community, so thank you.
Let's go, Aaron.
much respect,
Awesome.
Aaron. Appreciate it.
Thank you,
Good
Aaron.
luck. Good luck.
Appreciate it.
Big
right.
shout out to Charlie, though. Big Moist.
Big
Moist.
Moist.
That's our guy. All right, man. Up next, we are going to have another newcomer to the summit. Just in general, that's going to be Nate Toru coming up to the stage, coming up to the mic. Chat with him for a little bit. Resident Pichu player right now. How you doing, brother?
Hey,
How you doing?
finding you.
All right, good. So, obviously, you've been on Twitter. You've seen it. Like, you had a lot of naysayers. Like, I'm going to ask him.
You're starting
I'm
like that.
I'm going right straight in. I'm going to
Let's
ask
go
him.
Smash Bros. All right.
I'm asking. So you had a lot of naysayers, you know, like people, I had to get here, all that good stuff, whatever. Obviously, you know, you have some great results. So, like, it's weird that that's happening. But how did you feel about seeing all that?
I don't know because I don't think why I'm here. Like it's so weird. Like comment je peux dire genre genre je sais pas ce que je fous là, mais c'est un plaisir, tu vois.
Oh, do we have another
can
mic
you
for you?
talk in the mic?
Watch. What happened to that other mic?
Oh, did Watch take it?
Oh,
That might be Watch personal mic.
Oh, wait,
Hold on,
here we go. Here we go.
Oh, here we go. We got one coming. We got
He's
one
always
coming.
ready.
My English sucks.
Oh, it's all good, bro.
My French sucks. So that's cool, bro. Yeah.
It's fine.
Test.
Yeah, good.
Yep.
So he said he's happy to be here, and I mean, it doesn't feel like it's weird for him to be here. He's very happy, and he want to do good stuff here today.
Of course.
I also agree that I don't think it's weird that he's here. I think anybody who can get into Summit, you know, good job.
Yeah, if you,
good
meet,
job.
if you meet the qualifications, like, of course, do your best to get here.
Okay.
So how are you still doing Pichu in 2023?
That's
How
hard.
how are
That
you
is
still? The
hard.
punish game is harder and harder and harder, and your character dies at 30. How do you survive in the meta?
It's a very good character, I think, because just nobody exploited it like well. People say, yeah, I die at 14, but all my set, I survive at 115, 200. I think Pichu can be a very good character, but nobody uses it, so I have to.
Sure.
Okay, so you have a lot of faith.
Taking
in
up the
Pichu.
mantle.
Yeah. Nice.
All right, well, who do you want to play the most? Since you know, well, obviously, I feel like you want to play like a lot of because you know you're here. You're here with a bunch of other top players. I'm sure you want to play like a lot of people. But who are you the most excited to play like in tournament?
Leo.
Leo?
Because
nice.
I want to be the best, so I have to fight the best.
There you go.
Of course.
There you go.
That's what it is,
Goat
baby.
mentality. Goat mentality, man.
All right.
All right,
Awesome.
well, thank you, and I
Good
hope
luck.
you do well. You know, good
Of
luck.
course.
Thank you.
His English was good.
Yeah, it was fine.
very
bro.
good. Yeah, it was
Just
great.
speak, brother. You did
It was
great.
awesome. All right, coming up now is Void.
His English
Stepping
is great.
Up. His in the back. Yep.
Yeah. Hopefully.
As a streamer, I would have.
It better be.
In
So
America,
right when
you
it comes
kinda
up, I'll
need
be
to
like,
be.
why do you think Pichu can't work? No.
Yeah, actually. Why aren't you playing Pichu, bro?
Yeah,
you
what's
can
up
do
with
it.
that? Why'd you quit?
Dude, I just don't have fun with Pichu anymore.
That's fair. That's
He
fair.
can't do it. He can't do it. Yeah.
He's not good enough. He
Content
can't.
creator.
It's
Yeah,
tough,
yeah.
man. It's tough.
You do have another character though that you've been playing a lot lately.
Dude, wait. This isn't my quote. Dude, I told them to put Hazmat making Mars look foolish.
That's a
With
good
the
one.
video link?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
with the video link. Nice.
I would hope this isn't your quote. Twitter sucks right now. Anyway, like, what the? All right, man. Yeah, but you've been at it for a long time. I know you've been saying you've been practicing a lot more lately. Also, you know, you got a new little secret weapon on you. But what is the split that you said? You said 3 characters. I'm gonna say 2. What do you?
I mean, two is smart.
Yeah.
I'm definitely over exaggerating.
Okay. So what's the split on these? Like, what do you plan to do with them?
I like.
Is it matchup dependent?
So for real, I didn't realize I didn't get invited to the Discord at all. I didn't know any type of pools at all, so I haven't been preparing for anyone because I just thought the pools weren't out. So I got invited to the Discord last night.
Oh, hell
at
no.
9
He going
p.m.
05.
It might get reseeded, so we'll just see. It
Yeah,
depends
right,
who I'm
right.
playing, right?
Yeah, it depends.
I'm not really. I don't know. I guess I play high maintenance characters, but it just use them in good situations, man. Like I don't have to try to play really hard matchups all the time. That's the point of multiple characters, right?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I've watched you. I mean, I've watched you know some of your runs and whatever, most of your streams. I feel like whenever I pop in, you're mostly playing Fox lately. So, is it more in practice than the Sheik, or like have I just not been catching the Sheik?
I just don't have to practice Sheik.
Okay.
Dude,
You got it like that with
I didn't
Sheik.
play Sheik for months going into Genesis, dude.
That's fair.
And I like my Sheik. I was like, oh, okay, like I could just do this. Cool.
It's like riding a bike to an
the simple
extent.
Sheik.
Yeah.
It
It's
feels
not
like,
as hard as people think.
It
I
feels
know.
like so much of your play is just like, are you gonna hit your shit or not?
Yeah.
And it's just like, oh, today I didn't hit my shit. L.
Mhm.
And I did hit my stuff and I win.
Oh,
you
it's
know?
that. Yeah, it's just 50-50.
I'm never worried about that.
What are your expectations for the event?
I don't know. I don't have any.
Okay.
Not like I don't expect to do poorly. I don't expect to do well. I'm just here to play the game.
Okay.
Right.
True content creator mode.
Not
Who do you wanna play?
necessarily.
Who do you want to
He
play?
said he wants to.
Yeah.
He said
I want to play the game.
lose.
I want to play the game, and I want to play the game well, and I want to do that for as long as possible.
Okay,
Which
that's
means
fair,
staying in the
that's fair.
tournament for as long as possible. So it's not like I'm expecting anything, but I am expecting myself to play well and play up to the standards that I want to play. That's all that matters to me.
Nice.
Like, it
So
doesn't
who
matter
do you
I
want to play, bro?
I actually want to play Tweak.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you
Yeah.
were saying that a lot. Yeah. The last time it was Frostbite.
It was Frostbite 2020.
Pre-quarantine.
It was before COVID.
Oh.
I feel
Really?
like
Wow.
It was
I feel
Pokemon
like
Trainer. Like that's how you
kind
know
of
it's
post
Dang,
quarantine.
that's
I
classic.
haven't been taking the game as seriously amongst like some things, playing other games, all that stuff. And I feel like it's a little different right now. Like my relationship with the game is different at this point, and I would like to see if I could get a rematch against Tweak because I didn't get a chance to. I feel like every time I fought him, even in the early stages of Ultimate, it never went the way that I wanted. And I'm not gonna lie, I hate camping. I hated campers, and Tweak's one of the best campers out there. But he's also a super sick player. I love the way that his gameplay has evolved, and I want to see what my new mentality can do against new gen Tweak.
All right.
nice.
We shall see. Good luck to you,
Good
boy.
luck. Good luck.
The homie.
All right, man.
That's that East Coast camp, bro.
It is.
It really is.
They be
That
big
tri-state, like
Yeah,
Hey, man, let's
especially
clip
Tri-State.
Tweak out, right? Like he's still clipping now,
Oh,
right?
I think Tweak is a very good balance of offense and defense. But,
Okay.
I mean, Tweak will definitely time you out if he has to. I'll tell you that.
And here
All right,
goes
I missed my
Mr.
boy.
All
That's good.
offense. It's Riddles in the building.
No timeouts ever.
No time.
Riddles.
I'm in your face. I gotta
It's
be.
your boy. What's good, bro?
What up, Big
How you
Rids?
doing?
Man. So how you feeling about the play today? I mean, like, well, first of all, I gotta ask, like, what's the character split? Are you still on this Terry, or are we just full Kazuya now?
Yo, the Terry won him
depends
collision.
depends on who I'm fighting.
Okay.
Or like, it's going to be mostly Kazuya probably.
Yeah.
When you
That's
pulled out
probably-
that Terry against Sonic, I was like, it's over, bro. It's over.
Dude, you are the biggest Terry hater I've ever seen in my life.
But then he couldn't. You hit 100 and he couldn't kill you. It's like, oh, he's just in go mode all the time.
Forever.
Like
Yeah.
he's just popping geysers.
Yeah.
Like
Riddles was going.
I mean, I don't think Sonic was playing like that great, but I was also playing like Jesus Christ. Because like I kind of like, I don't know. It's like
Yo,
when he
Jesus on the stick.
He's walking on water.
when I was down 2-0, I was just like, all right, man, like whatever. I was just playing. You know those ones when you're kind of just playing.
You just kind of run in, have no expectation, then you're like, wait.
Yeah,
Like
you
by
just
stop
kinda
2,
go
you're
in.
like, I kind of feel this. So
I saw you fill out the apology form.
I did. My bad, bro. My bad. That was on me. I saw the set count. I was like, he's not winning.
But you still made the caption. Terry still sucks.
I
I'm
still
just
think
like,
Terry's not good.
Dude, he's good as hell.
I still think Terry's not good, but I
Riddles,
see
he's just complimenting you.
Yeah,
You're winning with a,
I'm winning with a low tier.
Literally, yes. I think so. So you made it here, man. You're back in the building for Summit. Kazuya, kind of that time bomb character where it feels like the whole match is in your hands. Do you feel the pressure?
He's kind of getting. I mean, I'm sure the community has been like, no, it's saying he's getting better and better. I know people are like, oh, give a Kazuya a ban or whatever. You'll never be banned, bro.
No,
Come on,
you
man.
can't.
I don't think he's that
biggest-
crazy, but he's getting pretty crazy. I feel like he's the type of character with like an infinite skill ceiling. So I feel like it's rare for me to plateau. Like it's only getting better and better and better, right? So
Did you feel disrespected? You had to qualify for this instead of just being invited.
no, honestly, not really, because I wasn't doing that hot in like the beginning of the year. So I was just like, all right, whatever, I'll prove myself. Collision, and I did. So yeah, I'm here and just ready to have a good time. Play, get better. I really feel like Summit, Ultimate Summit 5, the last summit I was at, or it's like I feel like that was when I was starting to get like really good. You know what I mean? Like that's it's just the vibe here. It's just you grind. Right, a lot of tournament matches. Right, it's just like we played for like 8 hours yesterday. It was amazing. I love this. It's great.
All right, man. So who you want to play the most?
Who do I want to play the most?
Yep.
This guy. Akola.
Akola.
Akola got a fan club going on.
I'm saying, bro.
Akola
Him
and
and
Proto,
Proto, yeah, like
Yeah.
They coming
I
for
wanna
y'all
play
next.
Akola.
listen, we
They
know
don't get
what's
many
happening.
opportunities,
That's
you know?
true.
It makes sense.
It's
so.
sick.
Yeah, for sure.
Awesome. Good luck,
All right,
Riddles.
man. Yeah, good luck.
Thank you. Good luck, bro.
All right.
All right, he's been lurking behind the camera. He's been waiting.
Who
He's
invited
been
this
creeping.
guy?
He's been crawling.
How did this guy get in?
You know what?
Pull up, baby.
You know what, Coney? Shut up for a second.
My bad. I'll let you. My bad.
I got in here. I went to SoCal. I farmed that ass, and I got 17th plate away dash. That's all I'm gonna say. And I threw a chair. Don't put the placings on. Okay, it's not too bad.
To be fair, your placings are currently right now the ones they gave you. They are better than
What is
Void's.
that photo? Jesus.
They are
But
better than
anyways,
Void's,
I will say,
Dude, you
I will
got those
say,
Batman nipples. Oh my God. Jesus
There's no way
you are
said
getting
that.
so waxed for that.
No way you
At
just
some
said
point
that.
this week, I'm gonna get you back for that.
It must have been cold in that room, bro. It's been cold in California.
No, actually, it was very
lately, so
warm.
get
I'm just very talented. So. What I will say is that I am very happy to be here. Like, no memes aside, am I, gonna do well?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go 5-0. I'm gonna get a no-hitter. I'm gonna drop no games at all. It's gonna be really, really good. And don't smirk, Coney.
W. I'm saying I like the color. WH box.
Yeah, man. So anyway, whenever you do actually get a game win, are you popping off or?
Come on, Tika.
He's gonna scream. He's
It's a
gonna go through the floor. Through the floor.
This is the last summit. I gotta give him one more roar.
That's true.
One more roar. But no, it's gonna be fun. I've actually been, practicing warming up. I'm an online warrior, obviously, with Coinbox and all that. But I was playing offline. I went even with Chase. I went with me and Sky did a best of 10 or first 10. I went 10-7 or 7-10. So I was taking games off good players.
I can tell you're taking this very serious. I mean, you brought out base mage as well to kind of help coach and get you through this as well. I think people are memeing a little bit that you're not going to win a set, but I think that's a very dangerous mindset because I think you can beat a lot of people. I think you're.
And Puff's just like a weird ass character.
It's such a weird character to
she
deal
just
with.
gets
right?
a rest, and it's just like. GG.
No, unironically, I mean, you take the game so seriously, and I think there's a shot for you to have that wild card factor and really to surprise people. I mean, like, I remember last summit, or the one before, where Base Mage had to keep fighting these sets. We're like, well, it's Jigglypuff, whatever, but we saw what Base Mage could do. I could see you pulling off some sets, too.
Yeah, and then Senra, the Puff from Japan, I was watching his stuff. That guy's crazy.
Yeah.
You can, play the game in a sort of way where it's, hit and run, but offline, it's, unironically so much faster. So your reactions and your back airs, it just feels like plus more of a way more fluid character. So also another squad strike. So I came up with 2 random ass secondaries to use. So I'm excited to do that.
I've seen you. I've seen your ultimate Ness. Is the Ness coming
No,
up?
it's not the Ness.
Not the
No.
Ness. All right.
It's
We'll
gonna-
see. We'll see. We'll see.
We'll see. He'll see.
It's gonna be interesting to see how you play in this one because obviously one of the best players in the world for Melee, veteran mentality coming into this game. You also have actually put in the time in this game too. So
Yeah.
I'm excited to see what happens.
And I realized with this summit, I went to 3 ultimate summits and 13 melee summits. So I think that's 16 summits total.
Jeez. Dang.
I think that's the record. And
That's gotta be right.
Maybe.
Overwhelmingly so, I'm sure.
Maybe. All I'm going to say is, goddamn, I'm going to miss it. So I'm going to enjoy this last one a lot.
Appreciate it, H-Box. Best of luck, bro.
Who do you want to play
Good luck.
while you're here? Quick. Who do you want to play a tournament?
I think I want to play Spargo.
Okay.
He's looking. He's like, which one of these guys can I get? Wait, now which character has the worst recovery?
I had to wait till whoever looked at me first. I had to get the eye contact.
Yeah.
Spargo, one time I beat him online 2-0 in a fair set.
Got him.
W.
We hold those. We keep those forever too.
Forever and ever.
Yeah, sir.
No, I want to play everyone. Maybe Aquila as well. Just the hardest challenges. I just want to see what it's like fighting them in person and hopefully give them a scare. We'll see what happens.
Right.
Good luck.
Big
Good
bucks.
luck.
Now,
Ace
guys,
Box, man, holding the record.
Guys, there is a reason that we saved these last 2 for last, okay? Getting a little bright in here. We got something to show you, something to reveal, perhaps? Is that where we're going with this?
Watch
I think
this.
So. Take a look.
That's
And
it!
he does it!
Tweak takes that MK Leo in game 4.
Hey Tweak, you wanna play?
With the jersey reveal.
Let's go!
All right.
That's crazy.
Absolute
That's
insanity.
crazy.
I told you I wouldn't leak it, Tweet. I told you. I didn't leak it.
That's unbelievable.
Oh my
God.
Of the best players in the world under the same org at the time. The rivalry too between them are now under the same org, man. How y'all feeling about getting that new sponsorship, bro?
Feeling good. Everything's happening so fast, but
I never thought we'd be on the same team. It's just crazy how all this like lined up. I don't know.
It feels like that should be like an antitrust. Like that's a monopoly. Like the government should break that up. You know what I mean? Like you guys on the same team.
I'm a big like basketball guy, and I can't help but it feels like LeBron going to Miami.
Yeah.
Took your talents to Luminosity. I mean, Leo, you and Tweak on the same team is pretty insane. Could this be the start of a new double squad? I mean,
I'll be very down to team with Tweak for sure.
Let's
go.
We chatted about it a little bit. It'll definitely happen.
All right,
Oh,
man.
hey, we got Leo mic'd up.
So like, hey, I mean, first, congratulations. That's a big pickup.
Absolutely, yeah.
But yeah, as first, we got Tweak right here, man. How you feeling about the summit right now, man?
Sorry, what was that?
How are you feeling about Summit in general? I know you're also a past Summit champion, so how are you feeling about Summit, just the Summit 6 right now?
There's some extra pressure because it's the last one. Everything's happening so fast that it's kind of hitting me in waves. I'm kind of having a hard time getting into the competitive mode with everything going on, but as I play and practice, I think I'm getting into the swing of things, and I think by the time like Friday comes around, I'll be ready to go. But, with this and everything, like, there's just a lot going on. But, yeah, I feel like despite a lot of the rough stuff happening, there's still, like, an exciting future, too.
Yeah, exactly. I just feel like, it was looking a little doom and gloom, especially with both of you guys losing your teams and stuff. But this feels like such a, breath of fresh air. It's so nice to feel. It just feels so motivating to see this sponsor happen for both of you guys. I mean, you guys have been the cornerstones of Smash Ultimate, so it's really sick to see that you guys are getting taken care of. And shouts to Luminosity picking up both of you guys. It's so insane. And for Leo, I mean, how are you feeling coming into this weekend? You have the most Summit, like you are a two-time champion, right? So you got the most wins under your belt. You're probably going to go for the 3. No one can catch up, right, at that point. So how are you feeling? There's probably a lot of pressure going for you, right, into this tournament?
Yeah, for sure. Starting with the fact that, like you said, I won 2 summits, right? But those were before quarantine.
Right.
I mean, that's probably just my mentality and stuff, but it still feels like it was a long time ago, right?
It was a while ago.
So, I don't know. I really would like to win the last summit for sure. So I'm going to try my best. The sponsorship, it adds pressure for sure, but I don't know. I'm just excited to keep playing the game. Like you said, we didn't have a team. Smash seemed like it was about to die, but nah. We're going to still keep playing the game, and that's what we're going to do.
All right, man.
Got Stella in the building.
Even the dog's excited for the
The
sponsor.
dog's like,
Come over and say what up.
Hey!
Love that. Tail just a wagon.
All right, so coming off of I see you're coming off of pretty hard bracket placement in that last one.
Yeah, ninth place, dog. What the hell happened?
What happened, bro? That's not you. What's going?
It's Pikachu.
What did you do in between the time between that time and now? Did you practice anything new? You bring anything new to the table?
Yeah, before Collision, I wasn't practicing enough, I feel like. But for this tournament, like I said, I really want to win the last summit, so I made sure I practiced. I felt confident in my play. And yeah, I'm finally going to stop playing Aegis. And,
Even though
I think my Aegis was very good. The
Man,
best Aegis.
all I'm saying is you ain't lost no stocks to us in those crew battles until the Aegis came out, bro. That's all I'm saying, bro.
But,
It had the reverse.
I'm gonna start playing Joker Bylon. I'm a little bit more.
Okay.
On the Marth, of course. Marth for Riddles.
Yeah,
Marth for Riddles, yeah.
No,
for sure.
yeah, no Aegis at least for this tournament.
Oh, okay.
Awesome. Glad to hear it.
What about your? Oh,
yeah,
go ahead.
that's I just said I can't wait. I want to see Prime Form Leo. It's it's unlike anything else. Hope we get to see it.
And then how's your character lineup looking for this tournament week?
Diddy Kong, Sephiroth. I've been kind of thinking about a third character.
When is that Wario coming back, bro? What happened to It's Always Ready?
He always comes back for a little bit.
There we
but he pisses me off and goes.
And then you put it back. Yeah.
Like I've been playing like a couple third characters. It's usually Cloud, but it might just. I would expect mostly Diddy and Sephiroth this weekend. I haven't landed on a third character, and it might not even be necessary. But yeah, Diddy's feeling good this weekend. Sephiroth's feeling pretty good. So I would just expect those two.
Surprised you didn't say Ridley, man. That Ridley was cooking.
All
right.
Bro, my Ridley is low-key different.
Hey, bring it out in Squad Strike.
Hey, bro, you do need a third character.
Yeah,
for it, so.
you'll see it in Squad Strike. Hopefully that doesn't jinx it, but.
All right, man. Well, thank you guys. Obviously, good luck in the. Wait,
who do you guys want to play?
Yeah, who do you guys want to play?
I want to play Spargo.
Okay.
And Spargo and Aquila.
Okay, sure. Lil?
For me, I think I want to play Gluto on Proto. Yeah, two people that have beaten me before. I don't think I beat them like the last 4 times I played them. So looking forward with.
He said it's time
for the run back.
All right,
Sure.
all right,
Well,
man.
guys,
So,
congrats
man.
again, by the way, on the sponsorship. Awesome.
Big,
Love
yeah,
that.
big pickup.
That's
big
awesome.
pickup.
That's
Illuminati,
awesome.
you did good.
You
You
did
did
good.
correct. There we go. So, with that being said, obviously that's going to be the end of our player intros.
Thanks, y'all.
But we will have some squad strike on the way, so Tweak will need that third character. But we're going to go ahead and get into that right after this break. Guys, don't go anywhere. Ultimate Summit 6 will be right back.